So, what made me want to pick up streaming is watching a bunch of other streamers and content creators doing, I don't know, but playing a bunch of games that I enjoy myself, really. And I thought, hey, why not? And I remember in my first year of university, actually, one of my flatmates, he started streaming for fun. He was, funnily enough, he was playing Uno, and I would always hear him screaming at one of his friends. And then after he told me what it was, I ended up watching him. And a couple of years later, I just thought I might as well give it a go as well, and I did.
I wanted to get into graphic design because I needed a creative outlet. T I actually injured myself in college with my original profession, which was music. So I had to turn to a backup, which was my art, and I ended up downloading Photoshop and doing it as a hobby. And then it just turned into a business. So that's where it all started.
What made me want to create my own game is it's been something that I've wanted to do for a while. I don't really know what that got me started originally. I just know that I've always been a person who's had a lot of ideas for what I wanted to play, and nothing's really ever fully satiated that. Like whenever I'm playing a game, I'm like, oh man, it'd be cool if you could do this, it'd be cool if you could do that. And then eventually I just kind of got tired of wanting to do that and decided to maybe I can actually make it so I could do that.
So an obstacle that got in my way was actually when I got my second capture card, which was for console games, which is one of the main things I wanted to stream. Initially I was doing handheld on 3DS, I already had a capture card, and that worked perfectly with my MacBook. But my Elgato capture card for consoles, my MacBook wasn't compatible with it, so I needed to get a new computer. And I actually sold my car, because I wasn't really driving, in order to get the funds to get a computer and start streaming to make some money.
An obstacle that got in my way when I first started graphic design, the main one was building a following on social media.
One challenge I did not expect to run into was just how many problems arise that you have no idea how they got there. Last week, I was working on just like skill trees for each individual weapon. It's gonna have breakdown into skill trees. So you press a button for this skill, and then, but I had somehow accidentally destroyed the function of buttons working themselves. So literally buttons, the whole function of buttons just wasn't working. I have no idea how that happened. So I had to spend like 8 hours of my day dissecting what I had done to get to that point. And it was, I never thought that would be a thing. I just thought all the problems would be, okay, how do I make this thing work? Not, how do I fix the 8 things that I broke on the way there?
One piece of advice that I would give to newer designers that are, I guess, to my level or to where I am, is just make sure you love what you're doing, or make sure you love it in the first place. Figure out what aspect of design you like. And if there's multiple aspects, learn about them all. And then just work on honing your craft.
Be more consistent, for sure. I didn't really have a consistent schedule until almost a year after my first stream. It was very on and off. I guess I wasn't particularly looking for too much heavy growth or anything. I don't know, I was just kind of doing it for fun anyway. But yeah, I feel like in terms of looking for growth, be more consistent in terms of scheduling.
One piece of advice I would give to anyone who's trying to create their own game is just don't quit when problems arise that you can't solve right away. I cannot count the number of times where I have in my head gone, I have no idea how I'm going to do this. But just through tinkering and figuring things out and looking through whatever components exist in what you're making the game in, I figured it out, and I've done things that I did not think were possible that I could do.